This one weed pulls nutrients from deep soil and feeds your plants for free. You'll never pull these again. What if the very weeds you've been pulling out of your garden are secretly working harder than your store-bought fertilizers? Yes, those scrappy, uninvited plants might actually be mining nutrients from deep underground and feeding your crops for free. Today on Soil and Crops Central, we're revealing 5 so-called weeds that can transform your soil into a self-fertilizing powerhouse. And once you understand how they work, you may never look at weeds the same way again. Every gardener wants rich, balanced soil, but the solution isn't always in a bag of fertilizer. Nature already built a system for that. Weeds evolved to colonize poor, compacted, or disturbed soil, and in doing so, they bring life back to it. Their deep roots mine minerals, loosen hard ground, attract beneficial microbes, and release nutrients that neighboring plants can use. What most people call weeds are actually soil engineers. Let's uncover 5 that can replace expensive fertilizers and restore your garden's natural balance. White clover, the free nitrogen factory. White clover, or Trifolium repens, may look like an ordinary lawn weed, but it's one of the most efficient natural nitrogen fixers on Earth. In its roots live specialized bacteria called rhizobium, which pull nitrogen gas from the air and convert it into nitrates, the same form plants need to grow strong, green, and healthy. Every time clover leaves die back or get trimmed, that stored nitrogen returns to the soil, feeding surrounding crops and turf naturally. You can grow clover as living mulch between vegetable rows or under fruit trees. To use it effectively, sow clover seed over lightly raked soil and water daily for about a week until it's established. Once it's growing, simply mow it every so often to keep it from competing with your crops. Each time you mow, you're releasing nitrogen-rich organic matter into your soil, so you really don't need chemical fertilizers. Everyone knows dandelions, Taraxacum officinale. But, few realize just how powerful they are beneath the surface. Their taproots drill deep into compacted soil, sometimes reaching down a full foot or even more. As they grow, they pull up calcium, iron, and potassium from the subsoil layers where other plants just can't reach. When dandelion leaves die back or are chopped down, those nutrients are deposited right back into the topsoil, perfectly positioned for your vegetables and flowers to absorb. To harness this kind of power, don't pull every dandelion you see. Instead, allow a few to grow in the unused corners of your garden, or maybe between perennial beds. Once they've matured, just cut them at the base and let the foliage decompose right there. Within a few weeks, the organic matter feeds soil microbes and enriches your planting area naturally. No added fertilizer required. Broadleaf plantain, or Plantago major, really thrives in compacted, low-oxygen soil. The kind of environment where most crops just can't seem to get a foothold. Its fibrous roots dig right into that tough ground, breaking it up and improving soil aeration over time. As the plant grows, it draws up calcium, sulfur, and trace minerals from those deeper layers and stores them in its broad leaves. When these leaves die back, or are chopped and left as mulch, they feed beneficial microbes and restore balance to tired soil. Gardeners can actually use plantain as a living indicator of soil health. Its presence often means your ground is compacted or low in organic matter, but interestingly, the plant itself is already working on fixing that problem. Instead of pulling it, let a few remain until they've done their work loosening the soil. Then just chop and drop the leaves where they stand, turning them into a nutrient-rich mulch that strengthens your next crop. Chickweed, or Stellaria media, might seem like a nuisance with its quick spread, but honestly, it's actually a lightweight soil builder. It accumulates potassium, phosphorus, and trace nutrients, then breaks down rapidly after trimming or composting. Because it grows fast in cool weather, it's just perfect for off-season soil conditioning. Here's how to use it. Let chickweed cover bare patches of soil in late fall or early spring. Once it forms a dense mat, cut it down and mix it into the top 2 inches of soil. Within days, it decomposes into a soft green manure that boosts microbial life. To make a nutrient-rich compost activator, blend 1 kilogram of fresh chickweed leaves in 10 liters of water and let it steep for 24 hours. Strain, then dilute 1 part of this liquid in 4 parts water and pour it around crops. It works like an instant organic growth booster, improving both plant vigor and soil texture. Few plants are as misunderstood, or as valuable, as stinging nettle, also known as Urtica dioica. While its sting is, well, unpleasant, what it offers your soil is priceless. Nettles absorb huge quantities of nitrogen, magnesium, silica, and iron from the subsoil. They release those nutrients when cut down or composted, acting like a slow-release fertilizer for your entire garden. To turn nettles into a potent natural feed, you can make a simple nettle tea fertilizer. Gather 1 kilogram of fresh nettle tops and submerge them in 10 liters of water. Let the mixture ferment for 10 to 14 days, stirring occasionally. Once it stops bubbling, strain it and dilute 1 part nettle tea with 10 parts water before applying it to your crops. Use it once every 2 weeks during the growing season to boost leaf growth, color, and yield, all without a single bag of synthetic fertilizer. And remember to wear gloves while harvesting. Once dried or composted, the sting disappears completely. So each of these 5 weeds actually serves a specific role in the natural nutrient cycle. Clover brings in nitrogen, while dandelion and plantain, they mine minerals from deep in the soil. Chickweed adds organic matter, and nettle, well, it really supercharges everything with trace nutrients. When they work together, they help rebuild the soil's living ecosystem from the ground up. Instead of stripping the land, they restore it, and that's really the core principle behind regenerative gardening. If you observe where these weeds naturally grow, you can, diagnose your soil's condition. Dandelions often signal compaction, chickweed indicates nitrogen-rich soil, and clover thrives in areas low in fertility. Letting them grow, in moderation, means you're letting nature fix the soil for you. Why you should rethink weeds. Chemical fertilizers might give you instant growth, but honestly, they don't build long-term soil health. They often lead to runoff, nutrient imbalance, and declining microbial life. These 5 weeds, on the other hand, feed your plants slowly, organically, and sustainably. They build fertility layer by layer, season after season, without costing you a cent. So next time you see clover between your tomatoes or a dandelion near your carrots, don't rush to pull it out. Take a closer look. Your soil is trying to heal itself, and those weeds are doing the work for free. Final word. At Soil and Crops Central, we believe the best fertilizer is already growing under your feet. Weeds aren't just invaders, they're teachers, showing us how to work with the soil instead of against it. If you found this breakdown helpful and you're ready to turn your garden into a self-sustaining ecosystem, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with other growers who care about healthy soil and thriving crops. Because sometimes the secret to greener plants isn't in a bottle. It's in the weeds you've been pulling out all along.